Hello, beautiful people from the internet. It is Connie over here, and today we are not gonna sugarcoat it, alright? These days have not been really great, and I've been trying to understand why so that I could try and start to fix it and be feeling great again. So, I have my coffee, I have my cigarette, and I'm gonna be chilling and sharing with you what I found is probably what is making me feel bad. So let's just have a chill chat. Let's light this up. This is a Marlboro Gold. Let's go. Cheers. So usually for me, every time the season starts to change, my brain has kind of a spring cleaning of itself, and I start feeling a little bit less okay, and I feel my mental state kind of starting to go down. I feel negative emotions, I feel a negative way towards things in general, and I've been trying to think, what is it this time and how can I fix it? You know, I've been thinking, is this purely chemical? Is this a thing that is just happening inside my brain? Or is it an attitude that I'm having towards life that is also not helping with the way that I'm feeling? Yesterday I couldn't really sleep, so I was thinking about this, and I came up with an idea. I realized that a lot of the thoughts I was having as I was falling asleep, or trying to, were like reminiscing the past, being like, things used to be so much better. And you know, like I do this thing, and a lot of people do this, where it's like you romanticize parts of your life that happened, that you were really not doing good in those parts of your life at all. But now that they have gone, now that they've passed, you start to romanticize them and feel as if, no, those were the times, like I was feeling so great then, when in reality, you know, you weren't. Like at that time, you really were not feeling good, but now you're romanticizing those parts, you know. And I tend to do this a lot, and it's not very healthy because it's not the reality. I am romanticizing parts of my life that I'm now saying, I used to be so good back then, when I know I wasn't. And another thing that I do is I worry a lot about the future, and I create imaginary scenarios where it's like, oh no, like where am I going to be in a year? What am I going to do? How is this appointment going to go? How is this thing that I have to do going to go? Everything is going to go wrong, and I tend to look at things in a very negative light, and I tend to assume the worst out of all situations. So I was trying to fall asleep, and I was realizing that I was like worrying so much about the future, thinking so much about the past, that I was just not present in that moment of like, I am just trying to sleep now. The past and the future don't exist while I'm trying to fall asleep. The past and the future don't exist at all. So everything that we have is what is going on right now. All that I have right now is that I'm smoking a cigarette, drinking a coffee, and recording a video. And what is bad about that? What bad feelings could I have towards that, you know? The truth is that my present moment is a really peaceful, pleasant, and a nice experience overall. But because I'm always thinking about the future and the past, I feel sad and I go down mentally because I am not living what's going on right now. And I figured that this is something that I've done all my life. So I kind of never appreciated what I had at the moment. Sometimes, like, I had really bad moments, but everyone has those. And in those bad moments, of course, you cannot be like, well, the present moment is really good. Because in reality, your present moment when you're having a bad time is not really that good. And then you can hold on to the future and be like, in the future, this is going to be better. But not in a way where you are going to be worrying about the future, in a way where you are hopeful that things are going to be better, you know. But the fact is that my present moment, at this point, it's 11:30 a.m., I'm sitting on a garden, smoking a ciggy, having a coffee, talking about this. This is really nice. And if I wasn't so worried about the past and future, I would be having a hell of a good time right now. So when I finally felt asleep, when I could finally fall asleep, I don't know how to say that, was because I was like, right now I'm just trying to fall asleep. Everything that matters right now is sleeping. So then I started thinking, what if I did this, or tried to do this, in every situation that I'm in? Now, I'm only doing this. The future and the past don't exist right now. Doesn't matter. They don't exist at all. So I think that the way I'm going to pull myself out of this decay of emotion is focusing on the present, focusing on what I'm doing right now, and just don't think about the things that I cannot control. The past is done. Can't do anything about it. The future is yet to come. I cannot do it much about it either, you know. Of course, I can do some things that will maybe set me up for a better outcome, but things are still going to happen, you know, and I will have to deal with them whenever they come. They're gonna be good things and bad things, and I have to accept that, and I have to stop just thinking everything's gonna go so wrong and so bad, because why would I do that? If I can have a positive mindset, if I have the power to think positively about the future, why would I choose to think negatively of it, you know? I feel like I say "you know" a lot. I don't know why. Maybe it's just something I've been comfortable with saying at the end of a phrase instead of leaving an awkward silence. But I feel like I need to stop saying "you know" so much, because if I'm scared of this silence, it's probably because I need to face it. So I'm gonna stop saying that. And at the end of phrases, I will just leave the awkward silence and deal with it. But what I've realized is I'm way too stuck in things I cannot control. Of course, the future is different. You can, as I said, you can do some things to set yourself up for better things to come. An example, if I was in school or when I was in university, I could either worry a lot about my grades and, oh my God, are they gonna be good, are they gonna be bad? Or I could do the best I could, which is what I did, study as much as I could, and then whatever grades came were the grades I worked for. I did my absolute best, and if they were not that good, then I still did my best, you know. It's okay. But yeah, I feel like that's what I've been realizing. And I don't know how easy that is to try and always be present. I've been doing more meditations and more breath work, a lot of breath work, like doing a lot of breathing and just trying to, without music, without anything, just hear the sounds around me and just be in the moment. And that is such a cliche, I think, to say, but it's so important, because the moment of now is the only thing you have. And right now is gonna go by, it's gonna be the past in 2 seconds. Like what I said 2 seconds ago is already the past. I cannot take it back. I cannot upload it, but it's the past. I can change it, you know? I said "you know" again. Damn, I guess I'm really uncomfortable with that. Interesting. See, this is good because I'm learning so many things about myself while I'm actively talking about the things that are making me anxious or uncomfortable. I felt like I wanted to share this because a lot of people go through this, worrying too much about the things you can control. And I feel like watching other people go through it as well and hearing their input on how they are going to make the situation better might give you some ideas on how you can make your situation better. So this is how I'm making my situation better. Instead of always being stuck in these negative emotions, I will just be focusing on what is happening right now as much as I can. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this little chat, and I will be going to have my lunch and just enjoy lunch in the present moment. And yeah, whatever comes next, and it's gonna be fine. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!